What's up, everybody? That flat fellow out here at the flea market again, doing some street activism. We got 2 tables. Got a lot of banners, some DVDs to give away, stickers, business cards, flyers. We got some new stuff out here this weekend. We got some new signs. We got the Gleason's map, the Truth Wall, some models. We got some props to do some demonstrations with. Out here with Vinny and out here with Dr. La. So should be a good flat smack experience. We are at the flea market in West Columbia, South Carolina. Earth is not a globe. Free information. Free information, sir. Earth is not a globe. As you can see, it's mostly mask-free out here.
They tell you opposite signs tell you, but there's only one power, right? Yes, ma'am, I do, amen. Praise him. Yes, you did.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in the chat.
Hey, how you doing?
Earth is not a globe.
You guys from here?
That was
No?
inside. Well, this is
So they don't, yeah.
You see
Cool, right? Printouts, okay?
Yeah, we'll get Sealand and make some printouts.
From the sideways instead of, Hello, ma'am. How are you doing? How long will you wear that mask? Cut off your oxygen. Man, I changed my plans.
Earth is not a globe.
I was actually forced to. Last Saturday.
with that, it's probably late 17, early 1800s.
How you doing?
So now we have to
I wonder if it's
earlier this week.
Free information.
Told my son, tell Coach you want to be there.
Free information. Earth is not a globe.
That's where my son is now.
Earth is flat.
And he told Coach,
Thank you, sir. Just look into it.
Then I called and said, hey,
Free information. La tierra es plana.
we need Noah.
The surface of resting water is always flat. If the Earth is 70% water, where's it been into a ball?
$100, Hey, how you doing? It's free information, sir. Man.
You cannot have gas pressure next to a vacuum.
Put it in your pocket. You have?
Yeah.
What have you looked at?
All kind of stuff.
Isn't that crazy though? But it appears flat. We're not moving. We're not spinning. Right? We're supposed to be spinning at 1,039, 38.
I just look at it as if we're in 2 dimensions. How can we have buildings and all that good stuff? Tall buildings.
Well, I mean, how can we have tall buildings? What do you mean?
I just, nobody knows everything. So
Well,
I
you
just
can't-
live my life going.
Well, you can measure curvature and you can measure flatness, right? Right? But we can't measure the curve that what they're telling us. So what does that make it? If there is no measurable curve anywhere 360 degrees around you, how is it curved?
Don't know. There's some things I'll never be able
water-
to answer, and I'm cool with it.
Right,
I don't
water lays
listen to
flat,
those days.
more,
Nobody knows. Honestly, nobody knows.
This video, this is what blew my mind here. It's like 30 seconds, and it shows you how the sun actually sets. We think the sun goes down behind a curve, and that's what we were taught in school. But if you zoom in on it with a camera,
I'm a nature girl. I know what you're going to show me because I watch it every day.
it fades
I'm
away.
retired.
It fades
I'm
away.
outside all day long.
There you go.
Yeah.
Learning.
But you don't know. Nobody truly
Right.
knows any answers.
Have a good day.
Like you walk away, no one's definitely not into it. You have but I don't want to talk about it. What? But then you want to talk about Trump and Biden?
2 wings of the same bird.
Matching masks.
but that was one of the things I found on.
Earth is not a globe. Free information.
Hey guys, how are you? Free information.
But that's at least more opinion. That's North Carolina, yes. Maybe somebody will come along there can use it because it gets very bad. And of course, you put it around the right population. Somebody's going to try to boil the coffee. Yeah.
I was thinking which
Hey, Anthony, good to see you here, brother.
Good.
Isaiah 4022, good to see you. Parkway. I've been good, Anthony. Thanks for coming out and joining the stream. We're just anxious to get back out here again now that we don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah, I know. I think they're,
Yeah, Isaiah, I bet if we said Jesus is a flat earther, that would get their attention. But you cannot believe that the Bible to be true and believe in the globe. They don't go hand in hand.
I'm gonna go and check the office and see what it takes for us to get some food and we can do some.
Yeah, definitely. Earth is not a globe.
now that's a good point there.
Now, what I would see is
I would
it
think
being on a ring,
How you doing, sir?
having a ring, and this hangs off that ring, or this chain.
That's they have an ATM.
Relatively
Yeah,
small.
it's right over by the office where La's going.
Yeah, it's not so.
I meant to bring some cash.
Oh, if you need some cash, I got you, brother. You just hit me back up later.
Then it would fit into a ring like a big iron ring with some feet on it or something like that. Then you could be solid. But on chains hanging, it's going to bounce.
The last live stream we did, it was funny because there was a Mexican guy over there playing music, and every song that he played, the live stream picked it up. And if you look in the credits, it's got the name of every song that played in the background. Yeah, it's funny.
They can pick it up just by that. Huh?
I guess, and when you click the description of the video, it lists every song and the artist. Hey, Alex, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I already know about it. Except for things we talked about.
Stationary and immovable. That's right.
How, what it was for, I'm sure. Yeah. But no, they just want you to go in. They can time it and all that stuff. They couldn't probably place it, but they can time it, and then they ask you to go down.
We've had some good conversations out here early this morning.
Yeah. I remember that.
One fella came over talking to us about triangulation and using 2 points to triangulate a position.
Chris
We trying to explain that a triangle requires 3.
The other one that was
He didn't comprehend that. He told us we were stupid.
But I did take some things out. I come up here from Chelsea.
It's all right. We're all free to believe in things, but we know the earth is flat. So
And they
that's the
can't
difference
value it.
between believing and knowing.
About everything you want to know, they can't value it for you. Of course. Yeah.
Hey, brother, Abilio USA. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Well, I can guarantee you, I was a imagery analyst, and the Earth is round. It's a sphere.
I do believe it's round, just not a sphere.
A lot of the things are not good.
You say he was
Imagery
so you
analyst. He draws images. Not a photo analyst, but
No, there's no little. I got it.
wow, 18 people already. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Now this is
Awesome, Austin. Good to see you in here. Familio Bilio USA. Check out his channel, guys. He does a really good job on his Grow Network. He's really dedicated. Always has some great music. Very enthusiastic. It's a good channel. Check him out.
they're fast, so you put down on you catch me.
Earth is not a globe. Yeah, his channel's got about 20,000 people, and he is a flat earther. 20,000 subs. We got 2 Busco over here selling masks. These are the times we live in. Earth is not a globe. Free information.
Saved.
Oh, you're saved?
Saved nobody. I am.
How you doing today, man? Just giving away free information today. We're not trying to sell anything at all. It's just telling people about the Earth and the shape that it really is.
The earth is flat, huh?
200 proofs. Can I just ask you one question? If you pour water into a glass, the surface of the water in the glass is what? Flat or curved? Across the surface.
Flat.
All right, if I pour it in a bathtub, is it flat or curved?
Flat.
How about a pond?
You can't exactly tell
Well,
about a pond because it's so big. It
Well-
could be curved.
so what we did, we came to that same conclusion. So we went to Lake Marion.
My husband's calling.
All right.
Sorry.
You have a good day. Just look into it. We're not here to convince you of anything. Husband called her away. Doesn't want her to hear any truth. It's easier to believe a lie than do the research and learn the truth for yourself. Yeah, water deniers.
Anything with reference points that I can carry home and look up?
Yeah.
Have some good time?
So this right here, you can go to this website. It's got over 200 proofs on it.
Okay.
Or you can just open it up and you can look inside. It's got 10 of the best proofs.
Okay.
And then
Oh, okay, it's a pamphlet. Oh, very good. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. This will give me something to do because I have a lot of interests, and this is now going to be one of them. I didn't know any better. I think it was real right off the rip, just having met you. You
Right.
know?
But I don't want to convince you that the Earth is flat. I want you to do the research and you can learn for
Based
yourself.
on my own,
Right.
what I know and stuff like that.
Because just the few hours that we've talked today, if I can convince you the Earth is flat, you're no better off than when someone told you that it was a globe.
Or worse
and you just
off.
believe. Yeah, worse off, you know.
Or worse off. I wouldn't be better or worse. Not only that, but I'll be able to discuss it with other people that comes up.
Yep, definitely.
Maybe feel part of the group, or not part of the group, but the in crowd, like they used to say when I was a kid.
Or just woke.
I
Awake to the truth.
Yeah, I don't like some of these new sayings, but they're going to become words in the dictionary eventually. I mean, so I'm not going to learn them. I don't know them. That way I don't get caught so off guard. And I don't give a damn if a bunch of 20 years or 30-year-olds come around and laugh at me anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm comfortable with myself. Hell, I'm not gay or nothing like that. But I was at the flea market in Chelsea the other day. Some guy walks. I was talking to a guy. Turns out he's gay, which I don't care. And the other guy walks and says, "Man, you look good." You? Yeah, you're in pretty good shape. I'm pumped up. I just repaired my front bedroom. I tore out the floor, put it all back the other week by myself. This is opinions. Then 2 weeks ago, I tore out the other bedroom, put it all back. And I'm pumped up. I've been working hard. He said, "You ever think about being a male dancer?" I said, "Is it lucrative?" He says, "It was until COVID hit." And he says, "How old are you?" "I'm 62. And that blew him away. Damn, I didn't think I looked that good. But, damn, shit. So, I can get along with almost anybody until they try to persecute me or something. Then they're going,
Yeah.
And that's troublesome. But, check it out. Is that a 2-barrel or 4-barrel?
It's a 2-barrel Holly for like a 72 Mustang, all the way up to like an 84. I had it built, and that because I had bought a kit truck that sat under a shop for 40 years in 1932. And they took and put one of them Mustang motors when Carter was in there.
Yeah.
And every time I rebuilt the carburetor, bought a starter, I had about $400 trying to crank it.
Yeah.
And they left it under the shed with no breather or rag over the carburetor.
Racks,
Then when I cranked it up, it got a little leak in the water gas department.
22 people. Good to see everybody here.
Yeah.
Call up, everything's non-available. But they'll make you.
As you guys see, it's mostly mask free out here, so
$800 in that.
glad to be somewhere where mass Nazis aren't walking around everywhere. It's a great part of the country.
And it says master quiet when you pull in, but you can see nobody's wearing it.
Yep, it definitely says mask required when you come in here.
I looked it up, me and my wife down California.
Your choice.
The one in your
one I put in my truck. Yeah.
I guess I'll show you guys around the booth a little bit, show you what we got today.
Shelby Rock.
We got the Truth Wall here, Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, Zodiac Clock app. If you don't have that yet, go ahead and get that. DITRH. He's going to be hooking us up with some free codes where we can give away the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app to people. So shout out to him.
Oh, I love that. Gotta love it. Fast back.
So the videos we got today, you know, the vacuum shows what happens when something's exposed to a vacuum. Obviously the app, DITRH's sunset video, and then Space Mouse. We got some banners. Hey Gary, good to see you, brother. We got some flyers, some business cards. We got a sign here that shows that the logo of militaries and organizations across the world, they're all using Flat Earth logos. We have proofs that the Earth is flat that you can observe for yourself. So a little thing you can give to people. They can go out and do these little tests. We got business cards here. A lot of cool banners. Got some DVDs to give away. Some stickers. We got the Flat Earth model. We got the Gleason's map. More brochures, a fantasy globe to show people, demonstrate how stuff cannot possibly work on a globe. Some more banners. Some more DVDs and brochures to give away. Some more business cards. So yeah, we're set up pretty good here. They estimate about 4,000 to 5,000 people will come by today. So we should be able to talk to a lot of people. We got about 1,000 flyers to hand out. Thanks, Earth First, Space Later. Yeah, good to see you here too, Parkway. How's it going, brother? Good. We're out here promoting truth. Everything here is free. We got free DVDs and free brochures. We're talking about water and we're talking about the earth. You know, the surface of water's flat. Like if I pour water in a glass, the surface is flat. In a bathtub, it's flat. A pond, surface is flat. A lake, flat. Ocean's flat. So if the surface of resting water is always flat and the earth is 70% water, how can it be a ball? 70% of something can't be flat and still be round.
So it's a message.
We're just waking people up to the lies and deceptions that mainstream media is trying to produce. I mean, NASA's getting, it's up to $60 million a day to promote this, promote lies like the Challenger shuttle, the disaster, but it's just a deception.
They found 6 out of the 7 astronauts.
Wow.
Remember the Challenger? 6 out of 7 astronauts
Still alive.
still alive.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm sure you just like anybody else, we've all looked up in the sky at night. And this is the globe model. This is what mainstream science is trying to make people believe. This is North America, and this is the sun, so it's dark. We'll call this Christmas Eve. If you look up in the sky on Christmas Eve, you'll see the Big Dipper. Now, 180 days later, the Earth is going halfway around the sun, right, in the globe model. It's now, let's call it the 4th of July. If I look up in the sky, I can see the Big Dipper. Now, in July 4th, we're facing that direction of the universe. In Christmas, we're facing that direction of the universe, 6 months apart. We can see the same thing facing both directions. How is that possible? Something to think about. We're not here to convince you that the Earth is flat, because we were convinced the Earth is a globe going through school and we were all indoctrinated. All we're asking is that you look through it. We're not selling anything. We don't make any money from it. Just check it out and do the research for yourself.
All right, definitely. I appreciate the information.
Thank you.
Information.
See, guys, anybody can do it. That's the whole purpose of my channel, is to show people how easy it is to come out here and do this. When you present people with facts, they're very receptive to being able to understand. If you break it down simply, because if you try to go advanced with people, you know, they're so indoctrinated, they're just going to ignore you. But just simple things that you can observe daily, like that, and people get it. They're going to do the research. Got a question?
Aviation. When I always thought, I've never thought, actually, I've always wondered, when the airplane's going over, you know, they're flying 35,000 feet of commercial airline. If the Earth is round, I always thought the straightest line, or a line is point A to B, straightest route.
Straightest distance between 2 points is a
Why
straight
would they
line.
fly like this, which would add mileage to it, when if they just went like that, I mean, they'd only be 10,000 off here, but they start and go up toward 35,000. They come and get there 35. Well, a straight line would put you close to the Earth as you go, and if it was round.
Let me show you with this model here what's going on.
Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes perfect sense because we've looked into this.
Okay, I
So
figured so.
with this map, so if you're flying from, let's say, New York to LA,
Yeah.
what you see is they're flying like a curve. But if you lay it out over a flat Earth, it's a straight line. They
Right.
are flying in the straightest path. So, like for instance, when I used to fly,
Well, that
from,
would change your altitude as you go along. I mean, at one point you'd be close to the Earth, right? I mean, you know. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So, like I used to take flights from like New York to South Korea. If we were living on a globe, I would fly from here around this way.
Yeah.
But I never did.
Yeah.
I never took that route. What we did was we flew this way. And the only reason that works is because Earth is not a globe. They're not going to go 3 times the distance.
Seems.
Now do the one about nosing down
I saw that on the pamphlet just now. That's what made me think of what I just said. Seems to be just absolute common knowledge.
It seems to be, once you see it, you're like, how did I not see it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've always wondered about that anyway. I mean, is he 35? If it's a globe, and he's, you know, all you see is contrails, and he's 35 or whatever 1,000 feet they fly. Over here, would he be 35,000 feet here and 35,000 feet here? Would he be like 10,000 feet because he's going straight, flat, or whatever? Flying.
Exactly.
I've always wondered about that. Oh, check it out, man. The truck is running.
Like the gyro on a plane keeps you straight.
Yeah, he
level.
explained that to me. That made sense.
I'm gonna keep this.
I just have to get into it a little more. Which I was telling him earlier. I moved back in February. I moved the last week of January. Actually, told him to come transfer my cable. I didn't like Comcast either. It pissed me off so much over the years. And when they didn't come and transfer, so I didn't bother. I was even with them. I didn't owe them anything, so I didn't bother them. I've been without TV since February 2nd. And they'll give me something.
Yes, Parkway. This is in Columbia.
It's got to be constructive. It can't hurt. You know, it may not help, but it won't hurt.
I have a
Oh, I knew it will help.
80-inch, no, not 80, 65, 68-inch TV.
Big
right in my
TV.
living room, right? Big TV. Just bought it, I don't know, a year ago. Excuse me.
Hey, how's it going?
I just have a question, and I don't mean this confidential. What do you
I've got mine. It's in the closet.
My wife likes football. She wants to watch football.
What's the intention?
Anyway.
We're just out here telling people about the truth. That's it. We're just asking people to do research for themselves. We're not convincing anybody of anything. We're not selling anything. We come out of our own pockets, pay for the stuff, pay for the table, and then, you know, the rest is up to you.
I was just
Yeah, over one team? Over basketball. Yeah. Not going to go get season tickets.
Nope, no recruitment. There's no club. It's just people that want to see the truth and people that don't.
They send people around Georgia. You want cable. $4.30 a month. That was before Michael Jackson.
Hey, no problem.
Video store, first video ever. And Anyway, I got Singer 20 years ago. And I got cable on that. And it was like $60 a month. Then internet came along. I had to get that $90 a month. And when I quit it, which is January this year.
Yeah, I agree. The flip switch.
I said, what's up with this? This is one time, it won't happen again. That doesn't tell me why it's there.
How's it going, man?
Why I can't get my money
Earth is
back.
not a globe.
Yeah, there you go. Let me never see something. You know what that's for, don't you? Yeah, I can do that. It's so fast.
Oh, definitely want to take this time, too, to give a big shout out to Karen B. Thanks for the hard work she did at Flattoberfest. Over 300 people there. Dr. La cooking. Got to meet a lot of good, cool people. Got to finally meet Zulu One. Been wanting to meet him for a while. Yeah, it's definitely mostly masks. I'd say there's less masks than there are people without masks. I'd say there's more people mask-free than it is with masks.
Close.
Oh, yeah. He comes by every time and has a question. He'll come back though.
I actually got plates for that.
Okay. Yeah, $60 a day. Got to get a DHEC permit, of course, right? So I got to find that out. You pay what? $60 a day. $60 a day. Any place I want. So check out down there. I got to leave in an hour because my son's game. But how do you get the tiger?
Was it several years ago?
I was gonna say, man, you guys come over and cook on the grill, but I got a 4:30 appointment. You guys want to come over? I don't know what time you gotta
That's
go.
the basic one down there.
Oh, got a really cool story for you guys too. I went to pick up the flyers from the UPS store.
Then I think we're free on the 1st of December. I think. Let me check. Yeah, let's do that. And if you guys want to eat here, I'll bring you food. If not, just come to my house.
Tell Karen, see if she can promote it on her channel.
Yeah. let's
Yeah,
do
so
that.
all the people here watching, if you want to come out, we're gonna have a meetup in end of November, the last Saturday in November, and
I'm free.
we'll come do street activism, and then we'll hang out and eat some food.
Yep, exactly. Come on out. Food's on us. The talking's on you.
Stream cut out there for a second, lost about 20 people.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It cut out. Yeah, so we don't have games, so we're good. Because today's game, they just popped up on us like this past week. You know? See, we had nothing, but now look at all the games we got now.
What's going on, man? Have you looked into it?
In December, we got these two, and also we have a showcase. And then in January, look at that. All those. Too much going on. No. I want it to be all. I want to be all red, so we play games every day of the week.
Hey, Tom Buddhist, good to see you here.
Just to improve, you know.
We are out at West Columbia, South Carolina,
US
at the flea market.
Flea market.
Oh, we got Dr. La here and Free Flow. Knowing they're out here just about every week with me. We got a couple flat earthers stopping by the booth. They come by every time we're out.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, we'll check it out.
I definitely.
I already have. You sure? Yes.
It's Cleopatra.
You know, Solomon married Cleopatra. That's Jesus' great-great-grandmother.
Great. Cleopatra. I have to check that out. You guys hear that?
Interesting.
I thought it was Immaculate Conception.
No, to Mary. That's the her great
Solomon
grandmother.
had been here, there wouldn't have been no.
So Cleopatra is Mary's great grandmother.
Great-great. Yeah, great-grandmother, yeah.
Yeah, because it's Jesus' great, right? Okay, so Mary is Cleopatra is Mary's great grandmother. That's what it's
Okay.
saying.
I
And
believe in that missing years, I think it's that deep.
How did you come across that?
Because these magi came, born because he was 2 years old. Why would they come from way over there? These magi now, they wanted to see the king. He hadn't even declared himself. So they knew something about bloodline.
that's all you need is a vote, and you got. How would I look that up?
I like how he said magi, not the three wise men, because there is no three wise men.
Maybe how you guys.
That's just mainstream nonsense. Yeah.
They can read it.
I think it's more than three.
Brain work.
Well, yeah, this mainstream narrative, they talk about the three wise men. It doesn't say the three wise men.
Information. There you go. Have a nice
King
day.
Herod,
From around here?
his answer.
Take a look at that. Take a look into it. Might open your mind.
It's like most people think that the mainstream narrative is that 2 of each animal on the ark. You know, the Bible clearly states it was 18.
How many? So many dirty and so many.
Yeah, actually it was 16. 16. Yeah. 16 of each animal.
Which is for what reason now? 2 clean to reproduce
And then 7 of each unclean.
for.
So male and female. I guess for like food, maybe to eat.
And they knew he was the king.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at the dimensions of the ark, and all right, maybe it could have fit, you know, 2 of each, but now you're talking 16 of each animal. Yeah.
Did you ever see the reproduction of the act they have in Georgia?
In Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yep. What's his name? Ken Ham? Is that his name? The New Earth theory. It's because it's got the ark has not just the animals, but it's got dinosaurs on it too. Because it said Noah took dinosaurs.
That's why when people say dinosaurs don't exist. It's like, I know people that dig them up, you know, it's crazy. No, they're digging up whale bones. No, they're skulls. Dinosaur skulls. But they just
Where's
live.
your mask? Where's your mask?
Yeah. No 6 feet here, brother.
Then they like King Solomon. We married him.
Hey, Flat Plain, Oregon. Good to see you here.
You know better than that.
What's up, Rune?
You know better than that.
Gary says hey to Dr. Law.
I'm telling you. He's giving me information I've never heard. You know, that's every time.
Remember a guy named Stephen?
Oh, yeah, Skiba.
He had
Mr. Skiba.
a diagram of the earth
Right.
inside of a cube.
Hey, wait, you heard that?
Inside of a cube, you know, it says the earth has got, what you call foundation, whatever.
Pillars.
Pillar. This is sitting inside.
Oh, but it's flat inside of it. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
How's it going?
Skiba, smile.
Free information. Everything here is free. Free information, guys. Everything's free. Free information. Earth is not a globe. La Tierra es plana. Earth is not a globe. No es gyro. Earth is not a globe. Free information.
You look at the genealogy chart.
La Tierra es plana.
Hey, here's a Mandela effect for you. You can ask him about the animals.
We're all taught the same thing.
When you know I'm loaded the boat with animals, how
So
many
you really look into it.
each animal did he bring?
First one, you think it's worldwide.
Well, in a narrative. It could have been a worldwide flood. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Why do you load them?
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Clean or unclean?
Can you say it again?
7 of them clean. Huh?
So he knows exactly.
Why do you
Look up, there's a bunch of channels. You can look up.
gender manipulation.
All right, have a good one.
Experiments going on with animals and
Like
people.
hybridization and stuff like that?
Satire, that wasn't no myth. The man with the head with the horse and body.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
wasn't no myth. These people were experimenting.
So that's where we get all these drawings of them.
That's the reason
Manatee.
God got mad.
Okay.
Y'all destroying what I created the way I created it. Poof.
Mm.
They're doing it now.
I can believe that. And they're modifying in different ways
2 or 3 years ago,
genetically.
they found what they put a guy in Afghanistan.
Right.
He was Caucasian. Got red hair. What's he doing in Afghanistan?
Yeah, right.
In this day and time.
Right, right.
1,500 pounds, 15 foot tall. And this pilot documented was they kicked him out of the service.
Right, right.
It took 12 people and shot him. The pilot transferred his body back.
Wow. Yeah, I heard about that. I kind of that one. Yeah, that's a beast. No, size 25 shoe.
What do you think caused the flood? Look, I'm gonna go back that for a
Well,
second.
he's asked us if the flood was real, you know, I mean.
Was it local or worldwide?
Well, I've done my research into ancient religions around that time, and you look at the Hopi religion, the Aborigines down in Australia, you look at the Zulu in Africa, they all have the same story, and they tell you it was a time before the moon and the time after the moon. And when the moon was brought here, it caused a great flood, and that coincides with the time in the Bible. Now, is that true?
Yeah, I believe the earth has been destroyed more than one time.
Yeah.
I think the earth was over. Worldwide,
All right.
we do know they found, like a house they found, some water near a black hole. How much water it was? There's enough water to supply 40 million planets.
A lot of water.
Where do you think the water came from?
The water's above.
Above, water's above and the water's below. Hey, how are you?
Speak it up one.
All right, go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, how are you?
I got a question. All right, you're in a pond. This does not do flat earth.
Okay.
You're in a pond. You're in a boat. You put the anchor out. It weighs 10 pounds. Takes up a certain amount of displacement, whatever.
Right.
Does water level in the pond rise and fall? It's not a trick question.
Wait. If you have a pond.
You're in a boat in this pond, and you put a 10-pound anchor out. Let's say it's the size of a.
Okay, yeah.
Let's say it's a Clorox bottle.
Because the boat's already displacing that 10
Right,
pounds.
That was too easy for you guys.
It's just common sense.
No, you're right. It was
mean-
too easy for you guys. I wasn't picking
Anchor's
up.
already in the boat.
Yeah, the boat. Yeah.
That's right, and you just displacement's the same.
No.
That's right.
Yeah,
A lot of people can't figure that out, especially this many.
You should have said
3 or
if you
4
threw
pounds.
a
That's a good
10
trick
pound
back
anchor
there.
off the boat, would have displaced the water. That might make make it think a little bit differently.
Yeah, but you're right. You're already in the water. So now, if you were on the shore and did that,
There you go.
the water level might rise unmeasurably, but it would. Yeah.
It's measurable.
Well,
It's always measurable.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Let me get a question for you. What according to mainstream science, what is the speed in which the Earth revolves around the sun?
Oh, jeez, I can't remember.
66,000 miles an hour.
Because you never seen it before.
Now,
Now that raises more questions.
now let me move to the next one. Now, then the sun is traveling through the universe at what speed?
Is that more of a mental?
Now they say that the Big Bang, which I don't believe in, is measurable. That the Earth is expanding. I mean, the universe is expanding all the time. It's measurable. They say. I saw that just recently, actually.
Yeah, but all that's
But
fake.
But the sun sits still, except for, and it doesn't even revolve, does it?
No. According to mainstream science, the Earth spins at over 1,000 miles an hour at the equator.
Yeah.
You know where we are right here. It's probably like 800.
Yeah.
According to mainstream science.
Yeah.
And then revolves around the sun.
Right.
Yes, it goes around the sun
Right.
and orbits at
So the sun sits still, except for the
66,000.
expansion
But
of the universe getting thinner like a drop of oil in water.
But it also says the sun is also traveling in a third direction, and the Earth is chasing it at 660,000 miles an hour. And then the Milky Way galaxy is moving in a fourth direction at 2 million miles an hour. But did you notice anything in correlation to those numbers? You heard all them sixes?
The Earth is revolving around the sun at 66,000.
So what's the 6 got to do with it?
I don't know. Where's the Antarctic Circle? Where where the deception, the big deception, it's located at what, 66.6 degrees south? More sixes. The speed of sound in knots,
We've
what is
talked
it?
about so much, I can't remember everything. I can't put it all together as it adds up.
The speed of sound in knots, what is it?
Speed of
666?
sound.
I have to know 6.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never thought about that. Speed of sound is what, 182,000 miles an hour? No, speed of light is 180-something thousand miles a second or so. Speed of sound is 714 miles an hour. That's when it breaks the sound barrier. When it just breaks the sound barrier.
The speed of sound in miles per hour?
Yeah.
767.5
So knots
miles an hour.
We said 66,
Yeah.
that makes sense in
But
miles,
in MPH, it's 767.5.
Too much for my brain for all at one time. I'd have to be around more people more often to talk about it. But I'll look it all up. I was looking at a pamphlet that made me think of that question.
But speaking of sound barriers and breaking the sound barrier, it creates what? A sonic boom, right?
Yeah.
Now, when the
That's percussion. That's interesting.
when SpaceX launched their Dragon, the twin Dragon line, they both landed at the same time. As they were landing, what happened? They had twin sonic booms. Each one produced a sonic boom. But a sonic boom is only produced when an object moves from subsonic to supersonic, not from supersonic back to subsonic. So how they produce sonic booms as they're landing.
Makes sense.
An object landing, decelerating, does not produce a sonic boom.
Right. It's going. It's reverse physics or whatever. In that.
Right. And since NASA says they're coming in at a parabola, the conical wave that's produced by the sonic boom that travels behind the object in an N wave. You know what the N wave is, right?
Yeah.
Because an object has the front of the object and then the tail, they produce two sonic booms, but you can only see it from a computer. They happen so fast next to each other, you can't hear it. It's imperceptible. So that's called like the N wave, because you have two booms following each other with two conical waves. And if you're not in the path of the conical wave, you cannot hear the sonic boom. So how does an object landing in a parabola?
That right there doesn't make. It makes sense what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That you can't reverse that. It just doesn't make sense that you can go from. You're going. Well, hell, they don't. Well, they're in their atmosphere a few thousand miles, but still.
Well, they say it.
I'd never heard of a sonic boom in the reverse.
Exactly, because it doesn't happen. Yet they keep releasing these videos during the landings. You hear the sonic booms.
You know, I read something or heard something just yesterday, the day before that. Yes, actually yesterday, because all I do is listen to conservative talk radio. Period. I tried the radio, but when you listen to the music all the time on one channel, because I'm always doing something, I can't get change it when I don't like a song or not, but so I have all stuff. I found out the patterns on the music radio is so boring. If you want to hear Journey, when the lights go down the city, listen to one of our local rock stations. You'll hear it 5 times or 6 times a day.
Yep.
But anyway, that SpaceX just got done launching like their 40th or 50th mission this year or something like that. Everywhere. Damn. I thought it was up. I mean, it doesn't matter enough to me to make a difference in my life. I don't think. Not yet. Some technology. But this is a lot, you know, considering the first few blew up just a couple of years ago.
One of our friends, he went back.
And we're supposed to believe they went to the moon 50 years ago, but now we don't have the technology to do it.
That's always burned a hole in my ass.
What did Don Pettit say? We go to the moon in a nanosecond, but we don't have the technology to do it.
Yeah. That burns me because, you know, they say that, you know, all the, his watch probably has more technology than the computers, all the ran to the moon, Apollo missions and all. But they can't do it now, or whatever. And the only excuse I remember I said I don't believe in excuses. Only reason it could be is because they just don't have the money or budget or whatever. That was another thing in that budget breakdown. NASA was supposed to get $200 billion or something like that. And I know Trump said he was planning on going to the moon another 2, 3, or 4 years before his next term is over, which is over.
I cannot wear one because of religious reasons.
So we're not going to, well, help the Democrats.
But we can't get past the firmament. We can't get to space anyway. Because
yeah,
what did we learn earlier?
The atmosphere goes
you
on.
Can't have atmosphere.
A little bit further, 300,000 miles, like you said. That's interesting stuff. I'll take something else, come back.
All right, come on back.
I have a copy.
Okay, I will pull it from there. Ordinance. Ordinance, act, requirement, what is the thing? It's not a law.
How'd they get out there? They didn't.
The law has to have a number associated with it.
What number?
Yeah.
And it's
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
According to HIP, I'm not
You're not
obligated.
required
I'm
to
not obligated to
give.
give
You're
you no
protected.
information.
That's right.
If you proceed,
All right, Flat Earth first. I'm giving you a wrench right now.
I thought it was 70, but yeah.
they look at it.
There we go.
I had the same.
Sorry, I'm doing all this from my phone. It's hard to add mods. I agree, Anthony. I agree.
So you walk in, you go, oh, you have a mask on.
The Earth is not a globe. 200 proofs. Earth is not a globe. Free information. It's all free. Free information.
And they send the other guy. Right?
All right. You're a mod now.
So he calls.
Although I will find it very questionable if you're in the chat, mod in the chat, and I'm in a live stream, I'll be like, where are you at, bro?
Modern, dude.
La tierra es plana. Abriendo los ojos. Es verdad. Free información. Es gratis. It's amazing how much you learn when you start seeing the truth and how much you look into it, and all of a sudden now you're speaking other languages. And
You know, my daughter is all in. She's like, I used to get so mad at you when you would talk to me about this stuff. It's like, I'm so glad you did now. Because I see all the lines everywhere. I go, yeah.
the chemtrails yesterday,
Yeah.
that was insane. And then what happened 6 hours after they did it? Rain out of nowhere.
It was bad. Yeah.
You could just watch it spread across the sky. There was, 30, 40 chemtrails in the sky. And they all, widened up, connected together, and then it started raining.
Did you hear that, folks?
You know, they got to put that status 450 on there.
I'm so glad we got just like I see everything.
Hey, it's one at a time.
And Carrie's not watching TV.
So
She doesn't
what
watch TV
happened?
and can't tell you one.
People behind me without roof. I said, y'all hear that?
Yeah, I've been flat smacking my best friend now for a couple years, and he's graduating. He graduated, I think, 2 weeks ago now. He went back to college, and finally graduated at about 30. And they were talking about critical thinking and stuff. And he said, "Have you guys ever heard about the flat Earth?" And then he started going over the basic points with everyone in the class, and the entire class switched over to a flat Earth talk.
Did you hear that guy that I gave a flyer to a little while ago?
No, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, he's looking at it. Give him one of these. And he goes, "You ever look into it?" He goes, all my guys at work talked about it. He goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna start looking into it."
Yep, there's more flat earthers out there. Like I told a guy when I went to pick up the package, he said, "Oh, you're that flat Earth guy." He said, "You believe the Earth is flat, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "How many people believe the Earth is flat?" I was like, "Everybody. Most people just don't know it yet." But I made sure I told him I don't actually believe it. I know it. Big difference. That's when he told me that story about the guy in the psychology class. Yeah. So there was a kid in the psychology class in high school, and they were told to pick a controversial topic and talk to the class about it, make a presentation, and to get as many people to believe in what you were talking about. And he chose flat Earth. And he looked into it for 2 weeks, made a presentation to the class. And he said by the end of the presentation, 60-70% of the class was all on board. And he said that no other presentations were made, that they just talked about what he talked about. So people are ready to learn.
I told you my niece did the same thing. She had to pick a topic on anything, real or fake. She picked flat Earth. She asked me a bunch of questions. I picked them up. I got a bunch of all the Bible verses from Nathan. Sent that to her.
Also, the third level is, right? So, what's the second level?
But that's a story you would have heard from, or thought you would have heard from someone at going to pick up your mail, and now the person that's, checking you out, getting your mail, is telling you a flat Earth story. And then I asked him, I said, you know, have you looked into flat Earth? He's like, I hear from my family all the time, but I'm not ready. I was like, all right, one day you'll get ready.
You know, I talked to my brother and nothing. Thinks I'm crazy.
Earth is not a globe. La tierra es plana. Abriendo los ojos. Por fin. Earth is not a globe. Free information. Earth is flat and stationary.
I got lucky with that story. Focus beyond the stars because the stars are set in
Free information. Free DVDs.
beyond that. But where's the water?
Earth is not a globe. Earth is flat and stationary.
Same level, but black hole. Okay.
Well, we don't the planet just means one star.
That's a lot of
Yeah, I used to believe the ball model, but now I know the Earth is flat.
All right, shake your hand again. Not many people shake their hands, you know, so we gotta spread that germ and keep ourselves healthy.
You know inside your body got COVID. Anyway.
Oh, you get a virus sometimes.
This in mix, this in all kind of animals. They just modify it.
Yeah,
Well, they modify it.
it can't hurt us because it's put there to help us. It killed all the
Free information.
Yes, sir. You have a great day. I'm going to leave here in a little bit. I've got a soccer game for my son.
Everything's a good day.
Yes, sir. Be alive.
See you later.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed day.
Sure.
Good to see you
Still
again.
late in the Mac format.
Sir?
Still getting late in the Mac format.
It's still happening.
No.
We don't know anyone who can do it. That's the problem. You know, Calvin, the guy who spins our DVD, he's an IBM guy. He's not a Mac guy.
A lot of times, if people have trouble reading it, get them to pull down VCL. It's a read CD, DVD, any format. Or VCL.
Tell them to do that.
Audio and video. Yeah, VCL. Pull that down. Play in it. Back. Windows.
Right, I'll do it.
We got a
Man. I saw where Fall Cabal's channel was deleted. 700,000 subs.
Who's that?
Fall Cabal.
They took up, YouTube took them off, I think.
Yeah, 700,000 subs.
Oh, okay. He had a video out about the Cabal, right? The end of the Cabal or something like
Yeah, 12-part series.
that? Yeah. I saw that.
I got that.
Yeah, we did. It's on YouTube.
Well, it's not anymore.
They took it off.
He took it off, and within 2 days, he started a new channel,
If you
and
get
was already at over 1,000 subs in 2 days.
They took it off.
it's crazy. Yeah.
I watched it. It's very
If you have a copy and you don't mind,
I'll
yeah.
get one.
Oh, it's on BitChute now. He moved over to BitChute.
Oh.
Knowing about the whole about Jekyll Island.
Oh yeah. That's where they formed the Federal Reserve and all that good stuff. Yeah.
And you know, three people at that time, the three richest people.
Morgan, Rothschilds, and
I got names to have.
J.P. Morgan.
What now? Three people who were going to sign against,
Oh, against them.
and they died on that.
Titanic,
Oh, yeah, on
yeah,
Titanic.
all three of them.
Titanic wasn't like,
No.
Well,
wasn't like that.
Speaking of islands, if you, let's say you book a cruise to Antarctica, and there's like 3 places that they take you, you know, just so you can see some penguins, but one of the islands they take you to, what's the name of the island? It's got the hot springs on it where you can go look at penguins and sit in the hot springs.
We got one in Yellowstone.
It's this is in Antarctica. The name of the island is Deception Island.
Deception. Yeah, that's what you told me last 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah. You know, there's nothing in names, guys. You know, horizon doesn't mean horizontal. Deception Island means truth, you know.
God won't be McDonald's.
66.6 degree parallel.
66.6 degrees south parallel.
They said 2,500 miles, and all of a sudden, top of the air.
Yeah.
Political theater.
Let nobody live on it. Yeah, that documentary was out there a long time ago.
Yep, it started December the 1st, 1959, and went into effect in 1961 at the beginning of Operation Fishbowl.
Like a random word, I think they killed him.
So you got 54 nations have signed the treaty, and but they all can't vote on changes there. You have the observatory nations that are, then you have the original signatories. Those are the only nations that are allowed to vote on changes to the treaty. Everyone else can just go to and observe.
I'm the one to do that, man. Right?
What do you think? Yeah. Or
The Earth is not a globe. Free information. Earth is flat and stationary. 200 proofs.
But I don't know. So I'm trying to start.
All right.
Free information.
I say Mozilla because the boats are going after Mozilla 30 miles an hour. You know, I mean, in Charleston, you probably could do it too, right?
Yeah, these are short little videos with flat Earth proofs or just NASA fails. We switch out the videos, but here's one here. This one's pretty funny. So this is supposed to be in space with on an engine 1,000 degrees somehow burning in a vacuum. But watch right here. I don't have to tell you what that is. You know, that's in space.
Yep.
Yeah. And then this here is the sunset. Shows you how the sunset actually works. You know, you go up in a drone, you zoom in on it, and the sun does not go behind the curve. And the sun fades out. In 3 seconds, you can watch it, and you'll see that the sun just fades away.
You believe there's two suns?
I took a picture at Isle of Palms 2 weeks ago with two suns in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most people they don't believe that.
And there was a live stream. They were live streaming the transit of Venus across the sun. And about 8 hours and 13 minutes into the stream, you hear the guy go, "Hey, what's that on the right of the sun? It's another light there." And he goes, "I bet all of y'all are wondering what that other light is that's there." He goes, "That's the second sun." He said, "NASA and mainstream doesn't want you to know about it, but that is our second sun."
Yep.
And for one of these guys to, you know, that's in that position, he was working for that organization since like 1998, I believe. And just come right out and say it. This shows you what happens with when a vacuum is introduced to something. So that's what would happen to these little flimsy spaceships. You know, the little lunar module that's made out of tin foil and shower curtains. You know, it's obviously not going to be able to survive a
They
vacuum.
wouldn't get through the radiation problem.
But this is a really cool app to download. It's $2.99, and it answers any questions you have about flat Earth. It's called the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. And if you can't afford the $2.99, I got some free codes I can give you next time. I just got to get them from his name's David Weiss. He made this app.
All right, let me go. I got to get him a gift.
All right, bro.
I'll be right back.
Appreciate it. Good to see you again.
It's shot out. Point that way. Yeah. We need to set that little compass on a little boat or make this thing into a boat. That would be awesome. And you can do it like that and you can pull it, you know?
Yeah, you can pull it.
It's gotta be,
Yeah, it's got to be close.
I've got a very strong magnet and stuff like that, so I have to bring that next time or something. Need a pole magnet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Weiss
I
has
got
one.
one. I got a pole magnet, but I don't know if it's stronger. It might be stronger than that. I'd have to check it out.
Face shield and a mask.
Yeah. Double protection.
Hey, how you doing, sir? It's free information. Take it for a little read. You sure? Any questions? That's great. Can't have a conversation other than I don't think it's flat.
No.
That shows the mentality of people, you know. In all the years I've been here, the generation here that's growing up are probably one of the best in you know.
And then you have that guy who's in his, what, 70s at least, right?
They're all gone now.
Wide awake. Wide awake.
Yeah, and he's been awake for decades.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I can speak fluent Spanish, you know, they're more open to conversation than
Yeah.
us Americans.
Oh yeah.
You know,
They are.
it's pretty sad.
Horn.
Or is it
Trombone. Trombone. Probably.
I need to go grab some stuff here for my boys. Is he selling that boat? That's pretty neat. That's a handmade boat there.
Yeah.
Put some time into that thing. It ain't no joke.
A little trolling motor on it.
Somehow I just don't trust boats like that.
I was hoping they were going to buy that book from you last week. What you say, $200? Ain't bad.
$200.
Yeah.
See, I put oars on it now. Depends on who it is and how they act when they ask.
I really enjoy talking to that guy, boy.
Yeah. I've seen him here like half a dozen times. You know.
Yeah.
Almost every time we come out here, he's out here walking around.
Yeah.
Hey guys, want to take some information? It's free.
Free information.
There you go. Up to you. Want to take it and have a read? How you doing, sir? Have you looked into that? Free information. Take a look. Jesus does love you. I like that. Where'd you get that shirt? Oh, I thought. Okay. That's a Star of David. I thought they didn't believe in Jesus. You guys from around here? Oh, Gaston. From around here. Where you live and what they tell you. God tells you differently.
I'm questioning everything today.
Awesome. That's awesome. Here, take this one.
I was going back there to check.
Did you vote, sir?
Yes, I did.
Brought to the
I'd have
selection?
voted 50,000 times if I could have.
Would that make a difference, though?
No, because it was said and done for 6 months ago.
So why vote?
I just got to do my part.
Well, we're doing our part here, too. We
You
understand.
can't say that I can't say nothing because I voted.
Well, you can say anything. This is a free country, I thought, right? How do you get that from not voting and you can't say anything? I thought this was a free country.
Yeah,
you know?
freedom of speech.
Yeah, freedom of speech. I can say anything.
Pretty sure you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like you can be crazy.
But
and
if
be
you
like,
don't
"Hey,
vote,
there's a
you
globe."
can't speak. How does that? It makes no sense to me. You know, people tell you, "Oh, you don't vote. You're not worth your grain in salt." You can't say anything about it. Of course, I can say because I pay my taxes, I do my part in society, and I try to make things better for humanity. You can't say anything because all you do is take from society, do nothing for humanity, and only just spew the lies and rhetoric that's been told you.
There you go.
But oh well, they call me un-American, I guess. Hey, how you doing, sir? You guys playing today? You guys playing today? Oh, really? What time? Who's playing? A&M? Texas A&M? Is this the last game or what? How many more games do they have? I thought they did a short schedule.
Nice. 37 people in chat. Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Because we normally play 12, right?
As you can see, my channel is not monetized, so don't even think about making any super chats. We're not here to make any money at all. We just want to inspire other people to get out here and do the same thing and spread truth. So if you're in this chat, you can come out and do the same thing we're doing. You don't have to have this big setup. When I started out here at the flea market, all I did was I had a sign, and the sign said, "Ask me about flat Earth." There was nothing else on the table, and I just stood out here and talked to people all day.
Hey guys, how are you? Information. You guys ever question? How long are you guys gonna wear that mask?
When the pandemic is over, we'll stop.
Do you think it's real?
not, you know,
What
that
you didn't tell
which up
the reality that you never looked into, right? Research things. Have you ever looked into it? What did you look into? Now, Vienna and Atlanta? What do you think?
Who knows?
Well, you should be able to test it, right? That's what science is, right? You can do tests yourself, like measuring things, like this table. It's you know, you can measure the size and what's flat around, right? But we can't measure the curve of the earth. So, is there
somebody in the museum or somebody
what? Secret packs?
Everything here is free, bro. Free DVDs, free movies. Everything's free.
When did you look into it?
I'll be able to tell about smart.
I'm glad you looked into that.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Huh? You looked into that? How old are you?
22.
22? You've been to school, right?
You can have whatever you want. It's all free now.
Science has improved, right? Especially the virus, right? The virus has tests, you know,
Oh, yeah, that's good.
of course, identify it, isolate it, right? Know that you don't want to know. If you want to know if it kills people, you have to inject it, right? And see if they become sick. You gotta identify that again, right? It's called first oxygen.
I got a big
So the mask is not necessary. We need free air. You cut off a lot, 20-30% of your breathing carbon dioxide. You have that over your face. You know that? It's called hypoxia. Less oxygen intake. Hypercapnia is increased carbon dioxide intake. That's what happens.
When you get dizzy, pull that back, take a few deep breaths.
And he's not just anybody telling you that. He is a doctor.
I am a doctor. Hey, Crystal. We're
What's
in
this?
the middle row. You know, right in
How you doing,
know where
sir?
that the hard
Doing good, man. Have you ever heard about this?
place is right there, the
Yeah.
shelter.
I seen you
We're right in
guys
the corner from it.
months ago.
Did you look into it at all?
Near
I
the
read the
restrooms, right
literature
across
you
the street
guys
from the
have.
restrooms.
But
We're right in.
But seriously, with the gravitation and the ball, I mean, 'cause
Okay,
I
right.
know that I could be in dust.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember
and
him.
your liquid from your eye will cause it to clump together.
Yeah.
And then you go to wiping it out of your eye, and it turns into a round ball because it clumps together because of the liquid.
All right. Well, let me.
That's
So,
called
and I'm
static.
thinking the same thing happens with the Earth and all the other planets.
That's just hydrostatic force
Yeah.
that holds the liquid at a
Holds
small,
it together.
at a small. But how about if I took a gallon of water and I poured it out? Would it still be small?
No, it's not gonna pour.
Right. It only works
Right.
on a small level.
A small
But that's
microscopic,
what
macroscopic.
causes all the dust and everything to clump together.
Hydrostatic force.
Yeah.
Yeah, hydrostatic force.
Right.
That's what it is.
Let me ask you a question. You know about the Earth and the sun and how it goes, right? So if we're in North America and we're facing away from the sun, it's dark, and I look up in the sky on Christmas and I see the Big Dipper. And then on July 4th, when we're over here, I look in the sky and see the Big Dipper. We're facing opposite sides of the universe. How is that possible?
I gotta find some.
That stuff, yeah, I didn't even really hear all it. What I'm thinking about is what they said about the moon. Why come all these years they only see one side of the moon?
Yeah, this might hold this down.
Tidally locked.
It makes it look like the daggone moon is being driven like an automobile. Why, after all these centuries, the moon is only showing one side. All the other planets revolve.
Well, let me ask you this question here. Is the moon in our atmosphere, according to mainstream science?
No.
No, the moon, according to mainstream science, the moon is in our atmosphere. It says the Earth's atmosphere extends beyond the moon, which is 238,500 miles away. Average. You know, you have apogee and perigee, so it moves back and forth. But so if our atmosphere extends beyond the moon, why weren't we taught that?
I know they had to use the gravity, the slingshot to get back to Earth,
That
back to the beginning.
it was a good story they told us. Do Do you know that NASA's ICON satellite is 360 miles up above the Earth, right? That's what it says on nasa.gov. And it's studying the upper atmosphere of the Earth. And on nasa.gov, it says the ICON satellite is not in space. It is in Earth's atmosphere. That's 360 miles up. Now, it also says the International Space Station is a space station, and it is in space at 254 miles up. How can it be 106 miles lower and be in space? See, they're not telling the truth. You can't have it all.
How about it, buddy?
How you doing?
Hey, look, I'm getting educated.
Well, good.
Never too old to learn.
No, yeah, we learn the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaving soon.
We're finding out a lot of history they're going. They needed this.
Okay,
Rewrite
we need to decide on
history
what
book.
we're gonna put up here, bro. You know, like Tommy, need to find out what we want to put it because I got zip ties now.
Oh, we can put the map up there.
Well, no, I was gonna put one here, one there, and one here, or two in the front here. We can put these.
We can put these little ones up there.
little ones in the front. Okay. There's Crystal. Crystal Meth. Crystal Meth is here.
Oh, love this shirt.
And it boosts my car on.
Girl.
Nice. Crystal's here, guys.
I marked all my Bible verses. Anyone who doubts,
Yes.
I put
Awesome.
a whole bunch.
Need a
Yeah, I need to.
Nice. Look what she brought. She brought a Bible with all the flat earth verses marked.
All right, see. So let's decide right now. We can all decide. Crystal, what do you think? We're gonna tie these up like this one here. We're gonna put on the side here.
Good, right here.
And let me get this one here. Straight up like that. Two right across the top, right? And we can put the research flat Earth on the sides.
Looking at this, interested in some of this stuff?
He's waking
He's with
us
us.
up
Oh, he's with us.
always.
Okay, I saw him looking at it.
For decades.
Oh, he knows.
If you're in the Columbia area, we're going to be out here every week now. And you see we got a whole group. You know, Calvin's on the way. We got Crystal out here, Dr. La, Vinny.
She's with our group, you know, and she comes out here from Charlotte. Yes, sir. Charleston. Lexington, I'm over there in Blythewood. Yes, sir. Hey, no, not on that. I was gonna put a hole through here and just zip tie it here permanently. We can fold it with the, clip that off. I need to find a metal rod.
Earth is not a globe. Free information.
And light it, and you know.
Water's always level. The oceans
that
are
off.
connected.
See, this is what I want to do, Vinny. I want to.
Earth is not a globe. Free information.
Yeah. No, because that would tear more. That's what I was afraid of. You know?
Yes, that one's mine. You can put whatever you want. Don't lose anything.
I'll find it because we can heat it. And we just burn it right through there because I want to keep a good circular hole where it doesn't tear. Find something.
Remember that don't play. Look up PLC. Read the player. PLC.
Water always finds its level, and all the oceans are connected.
Earth is not a globe. Free information.
Oh, it's good. It's about 3 hours.
All we're asking is you look into it. We're not selling anything. It's all free. Earth is not a globe. Free information. 200 proofs. We're not selling anything. We're just giving it away. We're not here to convince you of anything.
You ever look into it? Did you ever look into it?
You want to Google how fast the Earth is spinning, ma'am?
And we have pilots out here. We have scientists, doctors. We have pilots, doctors, scientists, all out here.
I've done some so the person on the phone is into this, but you gotta believe to believe this, you have to believe everybody, including NSA, is all in a conspiracy. If you believe all that, then it's
No, it's not. They're not into conspiracy. They're into lying to you. We're into the truth.
unstable.
But most of them may not even know. They went to the same schools that we did. And they were indoctrinated the same as we were.
Do you believe that the media can lie?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, who do you think tells you that the world is spinning? Movies, right?
Well, I think about the early sailors when they kind of went around.
Like this one, Captain Cook, when he did his...
Well, that's if you go that way, but there's also the other
Yeah, you
way.
can go this way too. And it took him 65,000 miles but the Earth is only 24,901 in the globe model, but he went 65,000. So he would have had to go around Antarctica like this. Right?
Think about the gentle breeze as it blows while you're going 1,000 miles an hour.
Thinking like this one, so that way if we get another one, we can put it over there. What do you think about right here, Tommy?
Yeah, that's good, man.
You get a zip tie. Yeah, I'm just gonna poke it with this over here. Give me a zip tie.
And if you need to poke a hole, I got a few knives in my pocket.
No. I want to circle the hole. I don't really want to cut the thread because it'll start tearing.
No.
You know, I just want to get in between there. Just start the hole like that. See, that'll work.
Earth is not a globe. 200 proofs. Free information. Free DVDs, stickers, business cards. We're not selling anything. We're just asking that you look into it. Free information. Everything here is free.
BLC. Okay.
Earth is not a globe. Free information.
Those are made up of night. They're real thing.
Windows, right? Okay.
DLC.
Video. Something. Thank you so much.
Hey, Amanda. Good to see you. Flat Earth Data. Good to see you too, brother. Flat Plain, Oregon. Critical Inception. Hey, Alex. GR Cleveland. Dr. Law says, hey, Alex.
Good to see you, brother.
Rain Cry. Good to see you.
July, August, it's snowing and sleeting.
Hey, Josh. Good to see you too, brother.
What's that?
You go back in the Bible and God says, right?
It does, right? There's the Bible right here. It says it rests on 4 pillars, right?
4 corners.
Exactly, 4 corners. Exactly.
Have 4 corners.
And where does he sit? On top of us, right? How can he sit on top of a ball and look under to Australia?
Isaiah 40:22. He sits down and looks down upon the circle of the earth.
Man right
Also,
there.
watch the guy that did the mathematics on how they rise don't have to work. They say that the only thing past 50 miles was a good ground sight. It was a ball because of the circumference. You would slowly be going down as you travel out of the
Not slowly, at a very large drop.
And planes, when they fly, don't constantly angle down.
And what are they called?
Planes, they fly flat.
They're not called globes. They're called what?
And what is
There
a
you go.
plane? There you go, my man.
Horizon means horizontal.
Yes. So
Telephone, people don't have a constant grasp of the English language.
no,
Yep.
they can't have a civil conversation.
But that they don't have a grasp of the English language to realize what they're actually saying. They're saying the truth in their language, but they don't realize.
It's an oxymoron. You know?
Just like they put them down and watch videos, realize it's not real. Project Veritas was busting them doing all kinds of stuff.
Project Veritas.
And they keep coming out talking about Project Veritas was putting out fake videos and all this stuff. But they're showing the video from the beginning to the end with no break in it. So how is it fake? You don't have any pauses and breaks something like the news does.
That's right. The news is fake, right?
I don't know if it's a real or not.
That man right there knows what's up.
Exactly.
See, guys, there's way more flat earthers out here than you believe.
Or zip tie, bro.
Earth is not a globe. For information, La Tierra es plana. No es giro. Abriendo los ojos. Es verdad. Gratis información. Free information.
Into it. It's free. Here. Take one.
It won't hurt to take one.
Question it. Prove it wrong. Please. For all of our
Lying
sakes.
to you, they're stealing your money. Over $50 million a day to make you fall on foundations, to make you think that the earth is spinning.
It's hard to keep up with you, Crystal. You just going.
I'm about to preach in a minute.
All right.
I'm about to bust out.
Get a soapbox.
We're going to bring one for her next time.
I am. I'm gonna bust out. I probably gotta go to the bathroom.
You are a one-woman band. Crystal clear. So how are the mask laws and rules up there in Charlotte now?
I think it's the same. I don't know.
They're kind of easing off here, even though some people will say it, you know. But for the soccer fields, like today, I've got to wear one because I'm recording.
Kick you off.
No, they won't let my son play.
Oh, okay.
They already threatened me last week. Yep, they said you don't wear it, he's not playing. Can you believe that, guys? In a free country, they still treat us like slaves. Unreal. That's right. You know it's wrong.
Oh yeah, check out Dr. Law's shirt. He's got the
That feeling that you get in the pit of
critical and
your stomach.
authentic content shirt.
Josh, thanks so much, brother. All right.
Appreciate that, Josh.
Yeah.
Authentic content. Shout out to Josh for all the hard work he does.
Shout out to him.
Earth is not a globe. 200 proofs. Free information. Everything here is free.
Everything is free. Take a look, see. If you don't believe me, I'm rapping and rhyming. I got good time.
Free information. Everything here is free.
Controllers can control you better if you believe all the lies. Don't believe what they've taught you. Do not believe Hollywood.
Wow, 40 people here. Thanks for coming out, guys. We appreciate the support. The whole purpose of this channel is to show you how easy it is to talk to people.
And this one on that side.
We're not taking super chats. We have not monetized the channel. We'll never monetize the channel. We're just out here to inspire other people to speak truth. Earth is not a globe.
You're not worried about millions of lies being told. You don't want to try to find the truth before you die, sir.
Oh, yes, it is.
There's lots of ideas, but we can prove it.
But there's only one truth.
Yes.
Man upstairs, the only truth you got.
You're right. Wait, look at it. Right here. The man upstairs. Right there. Sir. You got a Bible. Well, the flatters verses. Can I show you a couple of them? Yeah, but I bet you never saw the verses in there that point to the earth being flat. You don't want to know about it? God says earth is a firm foundation on pillars. Cannot be moved.
Cannot be moved. And it's not spinning. Absolutely. Amen. Hey, how are you, man?
Intentionally spaced out. Good to see you.
What's that? Take 30-second videos. You can take a look at
Oxbow Spirit. Good to see you. Amanda GD. Good to see you. Authentic Content. Parkway. Good to see you guys. GR Cleveland. Thanks for hanging out with us. Stephen D. Oliver. Welcome to the stream, brother.
It is absolutely still over here, except for the wind and the Coriolis effect. Come on. What is this one? What in the world? Yeah, I gotta step back and take a look at this now. It's looking good, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta leave here soon. I gotta go pick up Noah and take him out to the game. We won't be done until 3. Now I gotta go to the office at 4:30. Hey, Crystal.
Well, there are a lot of reasons why it's flat and water's flying down. One of them, I don't know if you can see this, it's probably my head first, but we'll try. One of them is that water is always level. Have you ever used a level to level out anything? You know what liquid they use in a level? Water and the same thing, but why do they use liquid in a level? Yeah, to see if it's flat. If you put that level on a lake, what do you think? Do you think it would be flat? Or would it be curved? Flat. Why? Water always comes to its level. Now take a big lake, it's always flat. Okay, and expand that into the ocean. What shape do you think the ocean is going to be? It's going to be flat. Now, connect all the oceans together. What's it going to be? Flat. So if they show you that the oceans are in a big curve, yet you know from logic, when you're a very young girl and you can obviously logically think about this, if you said that all the oceans are flat, but yet you see a Hollywood movie that says all the oceans are round, do you trust your logic yourself that you can understand, or are you just going to go for what Hollywood pictures tell you? Okay, so by logic, you can very easily figure out that all of the earth is flat, all the water is flat, and all the oceans is flat is along that same plane. We have a lot of other stuff you can look at while you're here if you think of another question.
There's one we can look at right here. This one's really good, right there.
Fear is the mind killer. Take off your face diaper. Earth is not a globe. Earth is flat and stationary. Free information. Earth is not a globe.
Free information. Any questions?
If you have any questions, scientists, doctors, pilots.
Don't have to believe it. Question it.
Oh yeah, I'll take a water for $1.
My granddaughter's birthday. She's 16. She's 16 and I got Roman Island and she'll be 15.
I'll take 5 waters. I got a $5 bill.
Water.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Hi.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I was gonna get everybody waters. I didn't have change.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm good. I got my coffee, bro. That's all right.
How much? I'm not. Them cold ice water. Ice water. I melt right in the sun. And they'll last you long.
I was supposed to be in Greenville today.
I the only one you need?
We're good. We appreciate it. Thank you. That's enough. That's enough water. We're good.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
have a blessed day.
You too.
Little one's here. Oldest one's
Buy water for $1.
No, he's at home.
Happy birthday.
Get him to the
Right
stadium
on
by
and
4 o'clock.
on.
They're gonna leave here in a couple minutes.
I'd be 67 or more. Keep them.
Thank you. If you're gonna walk out here dragging water, I'll give you $5. How's it going?
Yeah, and my son has a game in Anderson. He said, I can't play. His final game of the year. He can't play. He's at an ID.
So all they're letting all the kids play.
They put new tops on, I see.
Yeah. These are the last 2 tables left at the flea market. There's what? 550 tables, I think. These are the last 2 that were left, and I got here at 6:05, I think.
And these are the only 2 tables left.
Only 2 tables left.
People get here early. What time is it open?
You can come as early as you want. Every table in the building was gone last night. You got people out here just sleeping in cars, about a table, just get a table.
What I said also. Okay, so I took a class. This was just because I had to.
Yeah, I thought of.
Frozen one for runs for.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, let me just give you this. It'll help you actually answer a lot of questions. Came back with me.
See, she came back.
So as we walked into the class, they make us all. No, this is the hospital, mind you. They make us all put hand sanitizer. I was like, I'm allergic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then they asked,
The Earth is not a globe. Earth is flat and stationary. Free information.
Did you say that?
What's so funny? Because I wear the really stupid gloves every single day. I was thinking that it's just hilarious. I'm like, you know, I'm like, I'm allergic. And then we're all like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's something I would tell my kids to start saying that they're allergic.
Yeah, just say you're allergic.
I'm allergic. That's the
Like, people can't.
That's what I say about the cat.
People say you think about it.
Yeah, GR Cleveland. You're always in the chat, so gotta help you out. Give you that wrench, brother.
If you were spinning 1,000 miles an hour right now, the wind would blow you right off the face of the earth. You are not spinning.
Oh, sorry, GR Cleveland. GR, I was like, hey, you deserve one, brother. I didn't know GR was a girl.
I'm moving to Ireland and they
All right, well, that plane is going to take a flat and level journey to Ireland.
That's why it's called an airplane.
Plane.
Not an airball.
You should have some budget.
Earth is not a globe. La Tierra es plana. Earth is flat and stationary. Free information.
What do you have stickers?
Give me a question. Yeah, we got stickers. What's that? Why do you want a sticker?
No, just that one right here.
Oh, yeah, I'll stick it. Hey, baby, don't. Can I stick it on her? Okay, we're gonna do. So, hey, baby, don't. What's that sticker for you? It's on your line. Oh, wait.
See, the kids want it.
I can't think right now.
Okay, so maybe you only think it's spinning because they told you that in the movie theater, on the Columbia Pictures with the ball spinning,
Or maybe because they already been to outer space and they already know.
or maybe they haven't been to outer space and they lied to you by making a movie about it.
I mean, they already launched some space shuttles.
Yeah. Do you know what shape every time they launch a space shuttle? Do you know what shape that launch goes in?
And almost like a...
Have you ever seen it go straight up?
No.
And there's a picture of it right there. What's exactly what she's talking about.
So it goes in a curve,
Yeah.
and they tell you that that curve is going into the spin of the Earth. And really what that curve is doing is they can't go straight up. So they have to go at a curve, and they tell you that they're going to the spin of the Earth, and what they're doing is landing right in the ocean.
That's a very short span to make that much of an arc.
Well, don't you think the force of the Earth or the atmosphere would have already taken the space or whatever they're launching into orbit? So like
So
So if
you
you-
can see the spaceship right there. That's not very far away. That's maybe a couple miles away because you can't see beyond a few miles. So if this is only a few miles away, and you can still see the spaceship, and it's already headed back down towards the Earth, do you think that's going into outer space? You can still see it. They say outer space is what? Like, how many miles is outer space? 100,000?
Yeah, at least-
200,000?
at least,
300,000?
100,000.
At least 100. Do you
Yeah.
think you can see 100,000 miles?
no.
And do you think that you would have to at least go straight up to get into outer space? How are they just flying in the air you see, and they're just making a curve in the air that you can see with your own eyes a few miles away, and yet they're already having to come back down and they can't go straight up?
Well, probably because of some mathematical reason they can't go straight up.
Or they're lying to you.
It could be, but I
Do you
don't
know how much money NASA spends or takes? I know you're a kid, so you don't really care, but they spend $51 million, over $50 million a day. I don't know the exact number.
Yeah, I know.
$50 million a day they take of our money to make Hollywood films to make you think that they're going into outer space, checking out a moon that they can't really land on. It's just a
You
light.
can make anybody believe anything you want, but $15,000
Millions.
Millions.
Yeah. You know, look at these posters. Look into some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what shape water always goes in?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, bathtub. If you were to take a level to a bathtub, what shape would the top of the surface of the water be?
Straight, right?
By straight, what do you mean? Do you mean level?
Yeah, level.
Okay. Do you know what they call the sea?
No.
When you're at the sea level?
Oh,
Sea level. That's
sea level,
the
yeah.
answer, but it's so it's sea level. Do you know why they say that?
No.
Because the sea is level. Okay. Now, all the seas are connected. Are they not?
Yeah.
Okay. So if all the seas are level and they're all connected, how are they in the shape of a ball?
Well, I don't know. Well, they could.
They can in a movie, but they can't in real life. Have you ever been in a plane? Down. See a circular shape?
Yeah. Things to do. Part of life, man. I got kids. Mine are all grown.
You're probably going up so high.
I've got to take off, brother.
Hey, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll
You
catch
know that.
Next one.
Everyone in chats. Hey, these three, they're going to keep it real for everyone.
Level first. As far as you can see, straight, flat.
And Crystal's killing them.
Flat, as far as you can see. You never see the curve. No one ever
Common
sees
sense tells you there's no curve.
it in the movie.
Crystal.
And in your textbook. But
Crystal,
that
I'm
is
going to
also
go.
a fake representation.
See you, girl. Thanks for coming
You're
out.
welcome.
See you soon, okay?
The textbook is just a
End of the
picture,
month. Okay? End of the
right?
month.
The textbook is just a picture, but no one ever.
We'll get some food and
The book
fellowship.
can only be a representation.
All that good
It
stuff,
can't
brother.
be the real thing. And you're
Make
on
it
the
happen.
real thing.
Make it
And the
happen.
real
Yeah,
thing, when you look at the real
one more
thing,
time here so we can
and
see
you
this,
measure
you
the
know,
real thing
online.
with the
When
level,
we drive by
with
here,
water,
you can see it, okay? So
all
I
of
got
that.
my zip ties over there, and the
So
screws
they
in
have
one of
made
those
you
boxes over there.
believe an
You
imaginary thing.
might want to put up this one, one of these up here.
When the real
That way we
thing
can
is,
see it, you know?
you're
All right, brother.
standing on it.
All right, brother.
Real flat ground.
Got that models.
And you're
Those
not
two
spinning.
models.
And you don't feel like you're spinning. And you have this earth, gentle breeze, back and forth.
Oh, the bones. Yeah.
Sometimes from the east, sometimes from the west. If you were spinning 1,000 miles an hour, where would that wind always be coming from? Yes, the real wind in the real earth that you're really feeling right now, it comes from many different directions. But in the imaginary spinning ball, you could imagine that you're spinning. Would you feel gentle breezes from all directions?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you do that?
Maybe because the wind is unexpected.
If you were to spin right now, hold your arms out and you spin. What is the wind hitting? It's hitting your hand as you do that, right? Why is it hitting your hand? Your hand is spinning faster than the wind, right?
Yeah.
If you were spinning 1,000 miles an hour, that wind would be hitting you so hard, you're flying off the earth. And it'd be coming all from the same direction because you're spinning. You're not like still where the earth can just ebb and flow with the breeze. You're spinning. All the wind would be blowing at you constantly in the same direction. Like when you're in a car. If you were to stand on the top of the car, the wind would be hitting you in the face constantly. So you can have gentle breezes on an earth that's spinning.
94.
Is that kind of
Yeah. Well, I see where you're going back.
Well, how about this? How about I give you this?
Yeah.
That way you take your own time in your own way to look at some of the facts of it. You go home, or even here. You think about more things, come back and ask us questions.
Yeah.
When you're at home, we give you good resources to look at. And then you just kind of study it out for yourself, come to your own conclusions. You know, no one should be able to convince you of something that's not true. Just remember, everything that you think you believe has been presented to you in a movie. Try to come out of movie world. Put your feet on some solid ground. Put your mind where your feet are on the solid ground and check out the facts for yourself.
Okay.
Okay? All right, hon. Come back if you want. Yep, come back if you have questions.
He's definitely going to look into that.
I hope so. While you're sitting home, taking care of the baby, playing video games, whatever, look that up instead.
La Tierra es plana. I like how most of the vendors out here started the day with a mask, and now it's to the point where they're down to their necks. And
I know I brought mine just in case. I was like, I didn't, because you had said you're like, they're not gonna understand. So I'm like,
they got their sign up that says mask mandatory or required, yeah, and it's mostly mask free.
hi, could we interview you guys?
We're live again.
With you, just like you. Make some fun with information. Be worth it.
Yeah, lost about 20 people out of the chat. Yeah.
If you have any questions, come back and ask us.
There we go. Might have to take a break in a minute and recharge the battery. Proofs.
Now some liars, they're lying to you, but they show you right in front of your face what the real flag is, what the real map is.
Yeah, it's washing tracks. Used to be able to find one of each. Used to be able to find everything on the beach when I was a kid. Now it's all. Yeah, now it's gone. Trying to get people the crowds and everything.
How you doing, sir? All right, guys, we're gonna stop the stream for a minute, and we'll come back in about 30 minutes. We need to recharge all the batteries and we'll jump back in about 30 minutes. I appreciate everybody coming out. But just need to recharge the phone. It's like 3% battery now. Thanks, everybody.